Okay, everyone, what I have here is a Barnes & Noble Nook Color that I've rooted. You can see my other video where I had just rooted it. A few people asked me to do a little bit more in-depth review, so that's what I'm doing here. Currently, I have it set up with 5 home pages, as you can see here. Excuse the camera shaking, I'm using my phone. And as you see, if you use what I'm currently using for your launcher, which I use the Zine launcher, you get the full effect where you can pinch and go to whichever page you want to go to. Currently I have a number of apps installed on here. I have the Pandora, Last.fm, Rock Player, Mixing, Laputa Reader, uh, Dolphin HD Browser, the Market. I still have access to my Barnes & Noble's library, as you can see. All my books are still there, can still be accessed. Hitting the home button still brings me back. I had it set up so that the Zine launcher is the default home. I'm able to access the full market. Give it a few moments. My Wi-Fi connection is a little slow here, or not as weak. A little slow is not the correct term. Not as strong. So there's the market there, and everything displays as normal in the market if you've used an Android phone or other tablet before. Pandora on here is absolutely great. The one great thing about this Pandora is it does not seem to have the commercials in it. I'm able to listen to Pandora all day long. It acts like it's set up as the premium one. There are no commercials, no pop-ups to deal with. The only thing is you're not able to click on information and get information. You just get why this particular song is being played. So if you've used Pandora before, you know what I'm talking about. This is probably, in a mobile application, the second best Pandora setup that I've used. I like it probably best on my Palm Pre. I have 2 phones, Droid X and a Palm Pre. And the Palm Pre Pandora seems to be the best because I can really get all the information. I can scroll back through songs, and with this you can't do that. But it's still really good to be able to sit and read a book at the same time on this big screen at the same time as listening to some of your favorite music. Let's see. For my wallpaper, I'm using what's called Flicky wallpaper. Flicky is pretty slick because what it does is it's able to realize your actual screen size and set it up for you. One of the problems that you'll run into with any Android item is getting the correct wallpaper to fit in the screen, whereas with Flicky it does it on its own, and that's where I got that wallpaper, and it goes across all pages. I'm using the Dolphin HD browser. What's great about Dolphin, of course, is that I can do the pinch to zoom, as you see there, which is great. What else do I got? Oh, yeah, as I said, I'm using Mixing for my music player. Don't knock me for my choice of music. But I'm using Mixing for my music player. It's great when you can get the album art that big. It's outstanding. If you're not into that type of thing, then you can just use the one that's still available that came with it. Works just fine, but I prefer it for a little more flash. Also, you get a little EQing on here. Let's see what else we got. Last.fm works great. Not going to open that up because it'll show too much information. I use the Laputa reader as well as the one that came on it. What's slick about Laputa, if you've ever used it, is you get the whole page turning feel. And if you read in bed and don't want to disturb your partner, there you go. Still works the same way. let's see what else we got. I'm using the beautiful widgets weather application. Looks great. As you can see, clouds float in nice and slow. Looks great on here. I enjoy that a lot. Don't ask me why. What else we got? Pandora, Last FM, Rock Player. Plays video well, but I don't have any videos loaded up on it. Probably my second most used app on here, and as you can see I was reading an article, would be the Pulse Reader. If you're not using Pulse, you're missing out. Plain and simple. What Pulse does is it's sort of a Riz reader. Pulls down various articles from websites that you can go through and set up yourself. And right now, all of the black spots that you see is just because it's not completely updated, because as I said, I have a weak Wi-Fi connection here. But if there's an article that's of interest to me, all I have to do is just tap on it and it will open up and give me the article with pictures and everything. My connection is going to be a little slower than what you would probably normally get, because I have mine set to text, which you can't see that well there in the corner. Excuse me, I have mine set to web. Because I have it set to web, it actually goes out and pulls down the actual web, full, rich web article. As you can see, there's Lloyd, for any of you who are familiar with Android. Goes down and pulls down the full web article rather than just the text version. But if you set it to text, you'll just get the text. Really enjoy it. Keeps me up to date on everything that I want to keep track of. And it's not just tech articles. Almost anywhere you can get a Riz feed, RSS feed, you'll be able to get what information you want there. And as you can see, the screen rotates. Choose your wallpaper wisely. If you don't want to do what mine is doing there, as you can see, the second character to the right, her head is kind of disappearing when in landscape. But in portrait, it looks great. You may ask, why would I choose that? Real simple. Turn it off. Turn it back on. It looks like a book, which is what it's supposed to look like. It looks like a book about whatever. I'm not sure what that would be about, but there it is. Slide to open. Excuse me, got a little off camera there. Is there anything else of interest here? If you're into fantasy football, you get the fantasy app. Everything that works on Android normally, within reason. There are a few things that do not work. Anything that you want to find out about this, go to the XDA developers. They'll be able to help you out. As I said, you can still download everything from Barnes & Nobles as you normally would. I still have access to all that. And one last thing, which came across on the XDA developer site the other day, is they've got the maps working correctly on here, where now you can get the vectored view. And that's pretty slick. It does not have a GPS on it, so therefore you're not going to get, I wouldn't use it in your car to try to get around per se, but if you just want to use it for trying to locate something and you have a Wi-Fi connection, then it's great. I'm not sure if I covered everything here, but that's just a quick walkthrough. If you guys want more information, please feel free to contact me. Hit me up on my YouTube spot, and I'll do the best that I can to provide the information you want. Hope you enjoyed that, and as I said, any questions, more than happy to answer. Also, be aware that mainly everything I've done on here, I found all the information on the XDA developers website. Okay? Have a good one. Talk to you soon.